Okay, start of the second half, Caloundra ball. And straight back from Whitaker to Chris Dow, two of the main playmakers here. He's one of the up-and-coming stars of the game now. Liam, he's got some nice skill. Oh, and that's danger, but the umpire said play on. Good little tap through there, nice lift. And here's the opposite end now. There's good, skillful, speedy players for Maroochydore. The poor tap there from Mick Blake. And then here's Brody, so he'll come inside for sure, he will, and he does. Comes inside again, so he's got some really nice skill. He's got some good aerial skill too. Yeah, oh, well read. Unfortunately, I think Scotty Bates probably overran that a little bit. If he stayed out wide, it would have been better for him. He's all the way out here and over the sideline. It's always a big ask, a bouncing ball like that when you're running back to try and pick up on the reverse. Got to go early. Here's Mickey Blake is going to try and pick his pocket, and he managed it. Oh, there's a good ball all the way through, and Borax there, James Borum in the goal, is going to let that one run through. Nice idea. Mickey Blake there on the burst. We don't see that too often. Caloundra come back out down the right side again. Yep, and here's a good bit of speed from Brody. He's onto this one like a seagull on a chip. Holds up the defender. There's a shot on target now, and it's oh, you beauty, Scotty Bates. Well, look at that. Yeah, a bit of a loopy shot, and that's Scotty Bates scores a few goals. He's got a good finish on him. Great work there. Liam on the right half passed it to his brother Brody, and then he just drew the defender and put it back onto Scotty Bates' stick. And he finished it. Here's Mick Blake with his trademark start of the game, and up and over the top she goes. Yeah, and again you've got to leave the defender 5 metres to receive the ball, and he didn't do that, so Caloundra get that one back. Well, I think Caloundra probably know what the starting procedure's got to be when Mick Blake's on the ball, so they've set themselves for it accordingly. Oh. Scotty Bates there, is trying to pull in on the reverse. Did well to get something on it, but Brother Brown for Maroochydore. Oh, here's a bit of a fight here. Bounced through the legs, a couple of missed traps. Gary Thompson there, another young fellow with another good bit of aerial skill. Yeah, and he's running all the way through here. Slips it through, trying to get down to Mick Blake, but cut out there by Robbie. Plenty of time and space here to get his head up to have a look. Yeah, and there's into Liam. On to Gary Thompson and back to Robbie again. And off Mick Brown there and over the sideline. So yeah, so it's a very evenly balanced game, this one. 1-1 at the moment, 26 minutes to go in the second half. Nice work there, just pull the opposition defender out of position and make a space. Oh, that was well left. Yeah, you've always got to anticipate that the ball will make its way through, because sometimes the opposition leaves it, and that's exactly what happened there. Here's Tomo now, big long hit out to Mick Blake. Managed to get something on it, but unfortunately couldn't get it under control. So it's over the sideline. Let's see what they do this time. They really don't have an option to come out around the back, so it's going to have to come pretty well straight forward down that wing. Now they've got an option to come out round the back, and they could square that one up if he wants to. He's got options here. That's the one, across to Robbie. And if Robbie's smart about it, he'll come wide again, which he does. That's it. Unfortunate telegraph what he was wanting to do. Yeah. We seem to have lost the ball here for a second. Anyway, back it comes now. No, actually looks like he's obstructing there. He's backing into players. The umpire said play on. A little bit surprised that one was allowed to go. Nice skill there, good touch just to lift the ball over the defender's stick. He's inside the D now. Looks like his own player obstructed him there for a second. Anyway, that's a long corner, came off the Caloundra stick. Nice skill. So back it comes to the top of the D and then on to the 23 to Mick Brown. You can hear Michael Blake there screaming for it. There's a good bit of skill here, and the umpire's found something in there that the crowd's not happy with. Inside the 23, the umpire says, bring it forward a little bit. That means the ball has to go 5 meters or be touched by another player before it goes into the D, which it did in that case, so that comes back for another long corner. It didn't go 5, so that's exactly what I was talking about then. The ball moved a couple of meters, then he fired it into the D. So if he actually moves it 5 meters before he puts it in, that's okay. And I think Caloundra there is just happy to relieve the pressure, send it all the way down to the other end of the field for a sideline hit about 10 meters or so from the corner post, or in this case right in the corner. Yeah, he's come all the way across to the other side of the field, spread the play. Let's see where they go here. They're pretty well isolated. Ooh, dear. It's a mishit ball there. Rising ball into the Caloundra players. That was danger. Here's Tristan Ford now with the hair. Oh, where's he going? Umpire not happy with the way the tackle was coming in there. Both teams have to be 5 meters away. So what's Tristan going to do here? That's the sensible thing, and sends it back to 126. He slips one across the face of goal, and that's cleared out to the side. So good defence. No point messing around with balls when they're coming across the face of goal like that. Hope they clear them out. And everyone's in this half of the field apart from 2 players. One for Caloundra and one for Maroochydore. And that's not 5 meters, the umpire said, and it's a short corner's been conceded. So that's a soft short corner to give away. You need to keep 5 meters away from those free hits within that 23. Let's see what Caloundra have got. Well, it looks like it's coming out to the top of the D, which it does. There's Chris Dow. There's a hit, and it's off the deflection for a long corner. So very good running there. They probably needed to run the short corner they ran in the first half, because they have some very fast first runners from Maroochydore, and they're unlikely to get the shot away by the time you control it and then tap it into the D. Okay, so nice and easy out into the corner. They've got plenty of space on the far side if they dare go that way, but no. Oh, and it's sort of bungled its way through there. Yeah, that's better. One of the playmakers, Brody, is a little bit of a speedster if he can get past here, but no. No, and there's off a foot, so good defending there, number 2. Mick Brown again goes long, only as far as Liam. Here's a player up his back. Fires one in across the face of goal. But it's unfortunately out and over the sideline. Well, Mick Blake has decided he's not getting any ball in the forward line, so he's dropped back. More changes now for both sides. 3 changes each. So they're obviously keeping that high rotation. Is Mick Blake going long again over the top. Here's a good ball. No. He fired it across the face of goal. Oh! And that was Liam on the line there, managed to get that ball cleared away, and here's Shane now in a leg race. So fantastic defence there. It looked like it was a goal for all money, and it probably should have been. And they're just trying to do too much again. Yeah. And 71 for Maroochydore, just trying to over on the ball a little bit. Very skillful player, but when a player runs the ball so much, the opposition tend to put numbers around him and eventually just crowd him out. Now here's Shane. The ball's coming through. Scotty Bates got something on it, but it's kind of Mick Asmussen's going to let it run out. No, just kept it in, but drew the defender.
He hasn't gone anywhere.
Fires one across the face of goal. Oh, nice. Bit of a scramble there. Probably just as well he didn't get something on that one. And there's Brody again. Nice little dink. One way goes the other. Great skill. Taking him on. Unfortunately, the umpire blew the whistle just when he was away. He's done the right thing here and just obviously had a couple of little runs, and now he goes over the top. There's a big stick check from Mickey Asmussen. Oh, and Scotty Bates. Oh. Yeah, Mickey Asmussen with his trademark stick and ball together. Bring the ball in, the umpire says. Yeah, let's switch left if you want to. There's Tristan. He dragged him nicely. He fired the one across the face of goal. And here's something on here. It's Robbie, and it's up. Oh, still happening? No, it's a free hit. Oh man. A really bad miss hit there, but anyway, here's the ball over the top. And there's only one player here. Tristan is in, and the goalkeeper's out, and that's the short corner. He's upended the player. A little bit of all kinds happening there. Good fast hit on the break by Maroochydore, and Caloundra is caught with the trousers down, short at the back. If it wasn't for the goalkeeper, James Boreham, looks like it would have been a goal for sure. Anyway. Well, here's Mick Brown on the ball. He's going to go to the top of the D, to Michael Blake. There's a mistrap there. And something's happened. Looks like the umpire's saying there was an early break perhaps, so one of those players is going to have to go back to the halfway line. That means Caloundra are reduced to 4 defenders. Looks like Maroochydore have also lost an attacker, so looks like 2 offences in the one. Maroochydore haven't replaced their attacker. Okay, so looks like a replay, same thing again. Out to Mick Blake, he's well outside the D this time. There's a miss hit, it's up and it's off and it's away. No, Robbie managed to get something on it, a long corner. Gee, wow. Both sides have had plenty of chances, that's for sure. So I think when this game is done and dusted, both sides will be able to point to the missed chances and the things that they would have, could have, should have. There's a Maroochydore ball now. Good early ball from Mick Blake. Yeah, unfortunately, no, came off a foot, so another free hit, Maroochydore. Looks like Mick Blake's going to take this one. He'll probably do the same thing again, just move the ball a metre and try and draw a player in to attack him from within the D before he goes 5 metres. Those players inside the D can't approach the player outside. They can come up to the edge of the D, but they can't approach the player outside until the ball's gone 5 metres or been touched by another player. And that's a short corner. There's the umpire call that a deliberate breach, putting the ball over the back line. Right, here we go again. Mick Brown onto the top of the D, side for the drag flick. Oh, and that's a long corner. Oh, I'll change the pace that time. Players down. Looks like a couple of players down here. No. He dived in with his stick and yeah, got in a tussle there with the goalkeeper. Yeah, he's held together with duct tape and poor old knees. He thinks he's going for a short corner. He's a bit confused, but then again, he's always been a bit confused. Sorry, Brother Brown, no short corner for you. Long corner. And so after all that attack and possession, Maroochydore can't make it stick, and here's needs a ball out to Everard Schenk. And he turns and hits on the turn and sends it out over the sideline, but still, I think they're just happy to have it anywhere away from the D at the present time. Well, 12 minutes on the clock, it's 1-1. No, looks like an obstruction there. Robbie managed to get a nice flat stick. Oh, a crowd like that. And there's a foot. Robbie's back on the case again. He looks slow and awkward, 116 Robbie, but he's certainly in good form today, and he's got a mean hit on him as well, so you don't want to get in front of him when he's hitting that ball, that's for sure. Nice flick over the top, so Everard's got to be given time and space to receive, which he has. No, he bobbled one in there, but well, clock slowly ticking down, 11 minutes to go. Again, Blake goes over the top. I don't know what that defender is doing. Instead of getting behind the ball, it'd be his ball every time, but anyway, that's yeah, he ran the ball out over the back line. Nice skill. Oh, Robbie's there again. I think he's been the player of the match, certainly has for Caloundra this time. And that one's gone all the way across the face and out again on the other side. So there's plenty of ball in and around the goal mouth, plenty of goal mouth action, and there have been plenty of shots and deflections. I'm surprised the score remains 1-1, but that is the score. Scotty Bates again, the goal scorer. Oh dear, oh dear. That's a really awkward tackle. It looks like he got a stick in the guts there. Yeah, the stick was sort of left trailing, but just got caught up as he ran through. Anyway, he's up again. Looks like he's working his way over this way, but maybe he's staying on. No, play on. Oh. And yet again played over the back line. Scotty Bates coming off here, and Shane going on 110. Meanwhile, Maroochydore come out here on the right side in a lot of time and space. Yeah. No, just got injured. Yeah. Oh, Gary Thompson there receiving the ball up in the air and bouncing and juggling it. Gives the umpire a bit of a look. He didn't do anything wrong, Your Honour, but didn't look like he did anything wrong either, but still. And the whistle has gone. There's Shane, what's he up to here? Manages to get the ball away to Brody. Slips it back to Dowdy. Fires one through, Shane again. Back to Liam on the right side. Half position, but he's running into a bit of trouble here. Brody, his brother. And that's a long corner, I think. Yes, it is. The sun's back out in force now, so it's turned out to be a brilliant day. A little bit wet early on. And Robbo there, coming back into 23 on the left, number 44. Chris Dowd on the ball, 143. And he plays it to himself, self-pass. Out to Liam. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some nice skill, and that's a short corner, so a little bit awkward there, but it was a stick check in the end, and it's gone for a short corner. He's dead clean, and he's run the ball all the way across the other side. He's got it, put it down, ready and in position. He's ready to rock. Conversations taking place here on the top of the D. The umpire said, move yourself. So it looks like the same thing again onto the top. Dowdy and Whitaker. No, they're going to do the same thing. Let's have a look here. Ball's injected. There it is. It's going to be a shot. It's under the keeper now. It's play on. There's Shane. He slips it back in. Oh, very awkward tackle, but no. The umpire said long corner. Ooh. Mickey Asmussen down there with a flat stick tackle. Oh, very good tackling. Oh, lovely ball there to Liam. Oh! Woo-hoo-hoo. Mickey Asmussen in there yet again. Wow.
Keep going, Shane! Let's go, look!
It's gone down the guts, but all the way down and out at the other end.
Tends to swing at everything. You shouldn't react on it. You can take a slapstick or push rather than he always does that, but he never doesn't use any choice.
Okay, just over 5 minutes to go. Score remains 1-1.
When you can.
couple of awkward little tackles there, but managed to get it out of trouble in the end. Oh, nice work, Robbo. Pulled it back in and a little aerial there, just lifted it over the defender's stick, so nice play. There's off the foot. Oh, the whistle's gone. Might have played that one on a second, but not sure where it would have ended up, but it certainly looked like it could have ended up in the back of a goal. Whoa! Yeah, there's a mishit and behind the back line. Four minutes on the clock. Robbie goes for the big long hit down the inside channel. Oh, that's a real shame. Chris Dowd going off for the last 4 minutes of the game, because that's a yellow card. That's 5 minutes, so he can't play any more part in this game, and that's one of the real playmakers. That's a real shame for Caloundra. Could be a game changer at this stage. Tristan Ford now on the defence, and that's a 16 out, is it? No, I think she's indicating a long corner. No, 16. Oh, it's hit the player on the foot, so... Oh, well, that's obstruction there, unfortunately. Shane got in the way of the defender. He was off the Caloundra foot here, so... Let's take it back. 2 minutes 45 on the clock, so... Things are starting to get a little bit tense. Both teams rolling substitutions like crazy at the moment to try and keep some energy in their legs. We might want to just leave that ball alone, you'll end up with another card, fellas. Robbo's struggling to reach that one. So I think this will be going, if this continues the way we're looking so far, we could well end up with penalty shuttles, which would be a very fascinating end to what's been a great game. Oh, where's Robbie going with this? Probably over the top, I suspect, yeah. Well, over the top here. Looks like this one might bounce out. Oh, and it didn't bounce out. Mickey Brown's got it. Going to smash one long here. Everard Schenk. Good on Everard. Nicely done. Lays it back to Liam. And he tries to pop one through to his brother Brody, which he does. Nobody down in the D for Caloundra, so they're going to have to run that thing. Minute 30 on the clock. It's going to come back and around, which it does. Still working that right side. That's probably their strength, actually. Maroochydore put it out over the sideline. Minute 20 to go. There's a time for a late goal. Let's see. Yeah, Robbie's coming up here. He can fire one in if he wants to. And he does. Oh. Yeah, but unfortunately nobody there. It really needed to be players on those posts to have any chance. Maroochydore running the thing out now as we enter the last minute. And that's off the foot of Whitaker. Oh, ouch. Yeah. There's a little touch of acknowledgement there from the two players. Over the top, that was dangerous. Yeah, and so Caloundra get this one back with 40 seconds to go. Oh dear. 33 on the clock. Robbie's looking up. I think he's going to hit this one, is he? No, he's going to slip it. And he does. 1-2. Another stick check. Oh, 22 seconds. Outside, he says. So he can go straight in if he wants to. He can get a short corner. No. Tristan. Brings it back in, straight onto the stick of Mickey Asmussen. There's 10 seconds on the clock. Ball's out over the sideline. That looks like that's all going to be the end of this game, as far as normal or regulation time is concerned. And I think it will be. And the thing is, that's full time. I'm not really sure what's going to happen now with Chris Dowd. I think he would have been one of the penalty shuttle players. There's a nice little touch there from a couple of the old boys on the field, Robbie and Mick Brown. Everyone's shaking hands. So, hard-fought game. The players for the penalty shuttles will have been nominated before the game started, so they'll already have been nominated and be in place. Good to see smiles all around from these players after such a good game. So, well done both sides. Plenty of nice big grins. That's what we like to see. Good sportsmanship. Well done, boys.